Office 365 is a powerful cloud platform that facilitates sharing and collaboration. Netskope for Office 365 gives users the productivity and freedom they desire while providing IT with the visibility and security controls needed to protect sensitive data, prevent its loss, and ensure compliance. Netskope for Office 365 provides a host of information about all cloud apps running in your environment. Here we have more than 1,200 applications discovered in the last 90 days. We also get details such as the most used applications, top users, and top devices. For the purpose of this demo, let's narrow in on Office 365. Here we get a summary of users, sessions, and data involving Office 365. We also get insight into the security capabilities of Office 365. Netskope currently tracks more than 5,000 cloud apps and assigns an enterprise readiness score based on a number of criteria. Office 365 has a high cloud confidence rating, and that's a great thing. From here, we can drill down into user sessions involving activity, which is useful for performing forensic analysis, creating audit trails, or simply tracking down the source of security exploits. For the purpose of this demo, let's jump into risk mitigation and create a policy that will stop personally identifiable information from being uploaded to OneDrive. Netskope for Office 365 includes a powerful policy engine that enables you to intuitively create a granular policy taking into account contextual details such as user identity, device, location, application, content, and activity. Let's start by using the default setting of all users and specifying OneDrive as our target application. Next, we will enable DLP. Netskope for Office 365 provides powerful data loss prevention with more than 3,000 data identifiers and nearly 500 file types. Let's specify PII. Next, we will choose Upload, as we want to prevent uploads of PII to OneDrive. The last step is to choose the action, and we will select Block and give the policy a name. Once we hit Apply, the policy will have effect on all traffic in real time. Netskope's real-time policies support users that are on campus, mobile, and even remote. Now that we have a policy in place, let's try uploading sensitive content to OneDrive. As you can see, Netskope for Office 365 identified this behavior, blocked it, and even notified the user via a customized pop-up message. In addition to supporting granular policy control for real-time activities, Netskope also supports e-discovery of content stored in Office 365. Our powerful introspection feature uses an API connection to scan Office 365 for sensitive content. You're presented with a dashboard that allows you to look through content and see what your exposure is as far as how much is public versus shared versus private. You can also see what DLP policy violations exist on all content or a specific content. You can drill down into details such as audit trail, who is the owner, and who that specific piece of content is shared with. With Netskope, you can also perform activities on the content. In this case, let's simply download the piece of content to see if we can figure out why it has triggered a DLP policy violation. It's pretty obvious why this piece of content has triggered a policy violation. It looks like there's some personally identifiable information present. You can also perform additional actions on content, such as encrypting a file or decrypting a file, and also notifying the original owner of actions taken. In addition to Office 365, there's probably a good chance that you have a number of unsanctioned cloud apps being used by your users. With Netskope for Office 365, you can not only get visibility and control over those unsanctioned apps, but you can also use Netskope to automatically coach users away from potentially risky apps towards your sanctioned Office 365 environment. Here we're going to specify an inline policy to look for cloud storage apps that are risky by nature. And in this particular case, we're going to go ahead and block any of the usage and coach users when they try to use these risky apps to use Office 365. Now that we have a policy in place, let's attempt to use a potentially risky application like ZippyShare. Netskope was able to identify the potential risky behavior and put up a coaching page telling the user that they should be using Office 365.